Hello and welcome to Mastering Retro Web Design. My name is Craig Campbell, and in the course of this video series, I'm going to be teaching you all about how to create retro web designs from scratch using Photoshop. So we're going to start off talking about what is retro web design, what does it mean, and then we're going to get started creating the file that you see here. We're going to create, just starting from top to bottom, we're going to create the menu, add a little texture to it. We're going to talk about how to create the stitching that's on it. We're going to create the logo from scratch. And most of the shapes that we're going to be creating throughout the course of this series are going to be created using Photoshop's vector tools. That way, if you need to resize them, if you need to make them larger, they'll still look nice and crisp. So I always advocate the use of the vector tools whenever you can, just so that you can resize things without having to worry about the quality of the graphic. So we'll talk a little bit about retro typography and how to create this header illustration, the text that we see here at the top. We'll move on and talk about how to create this feature slider using this retro style button. We'll talk about how to create these vector badge icons. So those are going to be using a mixture of the vector shape tools and the pen tool. And then we'll get down to the footer and we'll talk about how to create this banner with a warped text in it and the contact form with the ribbon and the button. And then once we're done, we'll wrap it up and we'll take a short quiz just to see how much you learned. So I hope you enjoy this series. I hope you have as much fun following along with it. And more importantly than learning how to put together this specific design, I hope you learn some tips and techniques that will help you when creating your own retro designs in the future. So thank you for watching, and in the next video, we'll get started talking about what exactly is retro web design.